Ladies and gentlemen, picture this. You're walking through life with a pair of invisible weights strapped to your shoulders, dictating each step, each action. It feels like everything improving yourself, making major life choices akin to launching yourself skyward by pulling on your shoelaces. An impossible self-defeating effort. But have you ever paused, just to witness life unfold with no rush to slap labels or hurried judgments on every experience? This might just be a revelation. So stay tuned, as we dive into a transformative approach to life, one that aligns with the serene flow of nature rather than swimming against its tides. Have you ever considered the possibility that the problem may not lie in the world outside but in the relentless pursuit of change itself? Let's begin with a fundamental truth. The religious undertones, the self-help guides, the guru mantras, they all aim to pilot a ship that, frankly, cannot be steered by willpower alone. Consider the idea of simply observing the world and your reactions to it, devoid of haste, as if watching a movie of life unfolding frame by frame. What if I told you that the answer to all those questions, the key to that elusive wisdom and success you're seeking in personal finance, making smart investments, or even in nailing that perfect real estate deal, lies in just being? Imagine for a moment the concept of existence without intervention. What happens when you remove the pressure to act, to constantly fix and fiddle with the situation around you? This understanding brings a newfound freedom, a space where your natural inclinations can breathe and thrive. Liberation from the cycle of incessant improvement could ironically be the very catalyst needed for genuine growth to occur. In the pursuit of mastering a craft, whether it's digital marketing savvy or attaining that bulldog mindset to power through the adversities of the modern dating scene, recognition of your innate capabilities is paramount. The pursuit of control, a conundrum we often face, is not about exerting more effort but about becoming aware of inherent abilities that have been overshadowed by your own intrusions. Yet, how do we achieve that Zen-like state of non-interference? What profound truths are unveiled when we realize that inaction can be as powerful, if not more so, than action? In this lens, each spontaneous decision you make, if those gut feelings or hiccups that guide you are just the universe's way of expressing itself through you. The anxiety of making decisions, the lack of self-confidence that may plague your business, financial, or personal choices, stem from the fallacy that you can fully control the infinite variables of life's complex equation. Develop self-confidence and embrace the fact that you are the divine masculine force in your own narrative, not through ego, but through acceptance. This trust in your intuitive direction enables risks to be taken with clear consciousness, especially in high-stakes environments like trading, investments, or entrepreneurial ventures. The moment you accept the unpredictable nature of decision-making is the same moment you free yourself from the debilitating paralysis of indecision. Now, wouldn't it be enlightening to perceive the grand ballet of life with the same ease with which you admire the effortless poise of clouds drifting across the sky? A realization dawns. Making no mistakes is part of the natural order, an order to which you inherently belong. Like the flawless patterns of waves, life doesn't err, it adapts and evolves. Understand that in your essence, you are as natural and as perfectly placed as those waves and clouds. Your struggles and doubts are a manifestation of your resistance to your own natural state, a state of being a part of the grand cosmic design, where every misstep is a step toward your true path. As you become attuned to the rhythm of existence, you'll feel as though the universe itself facilitates your movements. Walking up a hill will become a dance, a partnership with the gradient. It's that feeling of effortlessness, of being in sync with the flow of life that's often described by those who've tapped into this state of enlightened consciousness. But here's a twist. What if everything you desire, deep down, is also what another soul seeks? What if the key to unlocking your highest potential, your most authentic self, lies not just in identifying your own desires but in recognizing the interconnectedness of our wants and wishes? The beauty of surprise, the unexpected delights of life often emerge when we align with the collective rhythm of human aspiration. Let's pause for a moment and reflect. What better time than now to recalibrate our mindset? Consider this journey as you continue to forge your path through the often tumultuous financial markets, navigate the modern complexities of real estates, or decode the intricate web of personal credit and loans. It's through such unburdening that we can truly embrace the freedom to be who we are, what we are, and how wonderfully capable we already are without the constant self-imposed pressure to change. So, get out of your own way. Let your life become an expression of your true self, unfiltered and unforced. In doing so, you align with an ancient yet eternally relevant wisdom that speaks to the core of who you are. Now, as we approach the end of our session, I encourage you to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Let this act be your first step toward embracing this new perspective. By doing so, you're not just supporting this channel. You're setting yourself on a trajectory toward living a life in true synchronicity with the world around you. Let's leave with a question that shall serve as our guide from this moment forward. After absorbing the insights shared today, which actions will you implement to lead a life less constrained by the illusion of control? The decisions you make now, rooted in this newfound understanding, might just be your first step to freedom. Remember, sometimes the wisest move is to simply watch the game unfold. Until next time, stay wise, stay connected, and watch the magic happen. Max Sterling here, and did you know time itself won't heal or solve a single thing in your life? In fact, pinning your hopes on the future could be your greatest heist, tricking you out of living in the present. Let's dive in and unmask this perfect hoax, because today, my friends, we're taking back control of now. Imagine if someone asked what you did yesterday. Would you just rattle off a list of actions that feel as detached as reading a stock ticker? That's because our lives are richer, more nuanced than linear language could ever capture. And when you conflate reality with mere descriptions, it's like trying to fuel your body with dollar bills, thinking that somehow they'll convert into nutrients. But no amount of abstract consumption can satisfy the hunger for a meaningful existence. Confucius himself declared that comprehending the true way of things by daybreak could grant you peace by sundown. The understanding he speaks of is recognizing that life isn't in the then or the later, it's right here, immediate and pulsating. So when society preaches about sin, remember, it essentially means missing the fundamental point, a point that revolves around the eternal life that's happening this very second. But here's the catch. This clarity often hides behind the noise of our own thoughts. Until we embrace mental silence, we may never grasp the concept of eternal now. Full awareness without thought shows us a remarkable void. The past and the future are mere illusions. Just as Jesus proposed in the Sermon on the Mount, why worry endlessly about tomorrow when today itself has its own challenges? Now, many will argue that the practicality of life can't accommodate such a carefree approach. But let me share something astonishing with you. You are just as much a part of this grand tapestry as anyone else. The good news that never quite broke through is that the divine isn't just reserved for a select few. It's an all-access pass for everyone. And the perfect time to realize this, you guessed it, is now. People often excuse themselves, saying they're not ready for such awakening. Is it really about being ready though, or is it fear of facing the quaking mess of sensitivity that each of us harbors within? Chasing selflessness for selfish reasons is like trying to extinguish a blaze with flames. You might think that there's something you must do to rid yourself of these attachments, yet by trying, you're being mischievously led by the very ego you seek to escape. And as it turns out, that ego, the one you've built an entire identity around, doesn't actually exist. It's an abstraction, and through this grand revelation of non-existence, your chains are shattered. Suddenly you're not being tossed by an indifferent fate because there's no longer a you to toss around. This illusion, whether it's of being victimized by life or of controlling it, dissolves into the grand dance of happenings. Do you find the idea daunting that by acknowledging your own incapabilities and by confronting that deep-seated fear of non-existence, you are actually reborn into everything around you? As poet Sir Edwin Arnold once penned, by letting go of self, the universe expands exponentially within you. Now, if these insights have struck a chord with you, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and ring the notification bell. By doing so, you're not just supporting the channel, you're reinforcing your commitment to engage with these life-changing perspectives. Throughout our journey today, we'll explore further what it means to live without clinging to the illusions of the past and future and delve deeper into personal transformation. You'll discover smart money tactics that align with living in the present, acquire insights into the divine masculine, and receive advice on modern life dating that respects your newfound realization. We'll also touch upon modern real estate strategies that defy traditional expectations and provide you wisdom speaks on investments that emphasize the here and now. But that's not all. Expect to learn about how to maximize your digital marketing potential with an ever-present approach, handle legal matters with a mindset freed from the chronological track, and master the art of selling your house so effectively that you transcend the common temporal pressures. As we progress, remember that the fundamental shift we're aspiring for can impact every aspect of your life, including the financial tools you use, like credit and loans, and how you perceive their worth in the grand scheme. Understanding personal finance from the standpoint of the eternal now doesn't negate the value of future planning, but it does give you a greater appreciation for each decision made today. So as we wrap things up, ask yourself, what actions will you take from today's discussion? How will you apply these timeless truths to your daily life and allow them to shape your approach to insurance, mortgage considerations, or even your choice of hosting and software? Embrace this illustrious moment, for it is the only real possession you'll ever have. Until next time, remember to stay grounded in the now, because that's where all the magic happens. Max Sterling signing off, but not without leaving you with this final thought: when you strip away the illusion of time, what's left is the profound canvas of the present upon which you can paint your boldest dreams.